Hi, good morning, campers. I'm Ron Elliott. This is the Bourbon Neanderthal. Me. Tonight, we're going to sample a new pour of Wood Hat. I'm a big fan of Wood Hat. They're getting a lot of publicity lately with the Bruzel interview, and they're just. I talk about it a lot. Fact of the matter is, the proof's in the pudding. And it's not pudding. It's just really dark, really good bourbon. These are the three varieties I've latched onto. I plan on getting more, especially if this is good. This is excellent. I don't know if it is actually a double oak. I can't remember, but it sure tastes like one. Then by selecting 3-year-old air-dried wood for the barrels, the flavor. Okay. We diligently control every step of the process to produce a full-bodied flavor. By keeping all the grains together to the end, a bigger, robust flavor was created. It did not need much oak to finish it off. Then, by selecting a 3-year-old air-dried wood, for the barrels, the flavor blossomed without the tannic bite. A process only possible with a small batch, pot stilled, single barrel, field to glass creation, aged a minimum of 18 months. 18 months? What kind of black magic are we talking about here? Ting. I'm gonna open up the palate with a little bit of the twin timbers. I'm sorry. It's a 90 proofer. It is for sure. Well, I say it's a double oak, but it's actually finished in maple. Nope, I'm sorry, charred pecan. Aged a minimum of 2 years. Really? So, get a little sip of that going while we talk some shit about this bottle. Scoot on over. There you go. Sit over there. Shh. All right. Gary Heingardner is the owner and master distiller, aka the Wood Hat guy. Interesting guy. Go over to Bruzel's channel, check out this video. We've got 129 proof. This is cask strength Bloody Butcher red corn whiskey. It's a single barrel. Okay. Man, I've just been so impressed with everything. I mean, these two are phenomenal. And yeah, there is so much barrel character just on the nose. And it's got that little ethanol bite that I like a lot. Not a lot of people, some people don't care for that, but it lets you know you're alive. Man, that just smells wonderful. Little caramel maybe in there. But lots of barrel. Definitely a little grain to it. But then there's a kind of a chocolatey, like a dark chocolate finish that is just out of this world. Might have that little toffee thing on the end is what I'm picking up as well. Twin Timbers is a good pour. I've yet to find it in fifth form. When I do, I'll buy it. for sure, because it's delicious. Mm. Now, I will warn anyone watching, I've not had the best of luck with anything Bloody Butcher corn. I was really excited when I discovered a brand called Jep the Creed, which I still support, but really dusty, extremely dusty. Almost kind of a mushroomy thing at the mid palate and end that is not what I'm after. Oh, by the way, you like my hat? It's a gift from my son for Christmas because he knows me. We're going to break the seal on this guy just for you. I gave $89 for this bottle, which, you know what? Worth every penny. Simply because it's a cask strength bottle. It's a very small, we're going to use the term craft distillery, even though they should be bigger, even though they don't want to be. They're very happy just being in central Missouri, kicking ass and taking names, just being mad scientists. I love it. Wait for it. Sarah. Yeah, that's clean. Nice little pour of that. Look at the color on that. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness, that smells really strong. I'm getting a lot of barrel, and hold on, I don't know what that is. I'm not getting anything sweet. I'll say that. It's very just strong, pungent. I can't put my finger on what that is. It's woody. And leathery. And I don't know what that, there's a lot of proof. You can smell every bit of the proof. Now we'll see if it carries over into the palate. Well, here's the pussy and whiskey. That's oh, that finish is amazing. That is just it's a Heath bar on the end. It's just dark chocolate and wow, that beginning. Let's take it slow. Let's take it slow. You don't just grab her panties. You got to talk to her first. So on the front, I'm getting God, the finish is delicious. I'm getting a lot of barrel impact, which is great. I'm not getting that dusty bloody butcher corn thing that I did with Jep the Creed, any and all Jep the Creed that I've had. But and the proof doesn't carry over. You smell it, but you don't feel it. It's warm. It's not hot. It's that is good. That is really good. Um, I'm having a hard time describing um, everything I'm tasting there. Um, there is a very, very slight, just on the very beginning, a little medicinal thing, but it's not very strong. It's just a little minerality. But apparently I'm okay with that. Um, Everything just ties together real nice, and then that finish is just it's just a candy bar on the end. It's delicious. There's a there's a grain note in there, but it doesn't make it seem young. It like you know when you drink a grainy bourbon, you're like, oh, that's young. There is a grain note in there, but it's not youthful. And I know that's a complete contradiction, but that's the only way I can explain it. Even though I don't think this is very old, it it tastes old, um, which is good. Good. Uh, Faster horses, older whiskey, younger women, more money. God, that is a really good pour. It's it coats well. It's not the thickest thing I've had in my mouth even today, but it coats nice. And the finish sticks around for a minute. I really like this bottle. I'm not super crazy about the price, but man, you get what you pay for. Um, it's not, once a month I'll pop out and splurge on a bottle, maybe this price range, but it's not every day. And I mean, would I pay it again? Yeah, I probably would. Uh, would I feel good about it? Probably not, but I would once I drank it because it's a very good pour. That is a very, very good pour. So far, everything Woodhat has just been a grand slam, and it keeps getting better. I was really impressed with this. Um, Compared it to Woodford Double Oak, super impressed when I popped the cork on this bad boy because it got even better, even oakier, even smoother. And now this, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm going to call this a poor man's Coy Hill. What do you think of that? Maybe not too poor of a man because it was still like $89, but poorer because it's good and it's unique and there's a lot going on. It's very original tasting. There's a lot of things, and now it's starting to get sweeter. That's oh, this is a good pour. Uh, if you can get your hands on the Woodhat Bloody Butcher Red Corn Whiskey, that's a good pour. Um, in fact, that's a great pour. That that's a new favorite. Is it as good as the Four Roses um, Distillers Selection? Mm, that's a really exceptional bottle. Um, I don't know, but I would like a little pour of that. Maybe this store pick of Jack Daniels single barrel right here. Little shot of this in a blind. I bet I could find this in that. Um, it's that unique. Uh, God, I really like that pour. Who'd have thought that something that good could come out of the middle of absolute nowhere, Missouri? Just goes to show you. Greatest state in the union. I said it. Fight me. Anyway, if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. Or better yet, go ahead and tongue punch that like button in the fart box. Coming up, for you regular viewers that like to hang in there, we're going to be doing our Christmas special, and which will be a run of wild turkey products. For, there's nothing better than turkey for the holidays. Turkey for you, turkey for me. I've got a little bit of turkey down here too. I might go blind. That's okay. I'll be happy. Aside from that, we're gonna do our before January 1, hopefully before Christmas. We're gonna do our best of the best of the year of 24 as far as bourbons go, and that's gonna be interesting because there's a lot of my favorites that we're gonna sip on and talk about. And I'll probably have a few original stories because I love to bullshit and I love to tell people about some of the crazy things I've seen. Yeah, you betcha. I got one for you. I used to work with a guy named Jesse, and Jesse used to love to let's just say imbibe. He was young, and we would share hotel rooms. We were working on the road, and he would get to that place in his head where he was feeling right in the evening, and he would look over in the mirror above the sink in the hotel, and he'd see me going, and then he'd turn back, and I'd just be watching TV. And I would do this to him over and over and over, and it would just freak him the hell out because I was bored, and it was a lot of fun. And I miss my old Jesse Squatch. He was a good guy. He was a good kid. We got pulled over one time, and he got searched for what seemed like a good hour by a female highway patrolman right on the side of the road in southern Missouri. And I'll never get that time in my life back, but to watch him sit there and sweat, even though he had nothing on him at all, you'd have thought he was muling for the cartel the way he was shaking. It's good times. But anyway, thanks for playing.